Hey there. I'm broadcasting to you from 4703 Hacienda Avenue in Campbell. This is a house that I helped my clients purchase in 2016, and now it's on the market due to relocation. They decided to relocate somewhere else, so this house is back on the market. But I want to share with you a story about this house. You know, every house comes with a story, and when someone is in the market looking for a house, there is always something that attracts in a house. Sometimes you don't know what it is exactly. Is it the energy? Is it the curb appeal? Whatever it is, you just feel it. I even joke with my clients. Sometimes I tell them, when you'll walk into your house, you'll know that it's this. When you saw your wife and when you saw your husband, you had this click in your heart. That's how you're going to feel with the house that you'll end up buying. And my client was relocating from Los Altos. They were renting in Los Altos. And when they decided they want to buy a house, they decided to come to Campbell because the affordability and because of the good schools and the location. It's not too far from where they needed to be. But they needed their high school daughter to approve the house because, you know, the kids are the biggest one that get affected when they get to switch schools and so forth. So we toured. It was a Friday morning, and we toured with the mom and her daughter, and I showed them around in Campbell, and I brought them to this area because it's a pocket in Campbell that goes to very good schools, and it's not far from 85 for commute. And it's quiet. Even though the house is on Hacienda, which is a long street, it's in the cul-de-sac. It's at the end of Hacienda. And what happened that day, my client was driving with her daughter and I was driving after them. And she stopped by that house. It was not on the market. It was not for sale. And she said, "Doritush, do you see that house? I like that house. Find me one like that." I stopped by and I said, what do you like exactly about this house? She said, I like that it stands, the topography of the house is higher than the other houses. I like the way it looks. I feel good about that house. I said, okay. And we left. Maybe a couple of weeks later, I look in the MLS and I see that the house is up for sale. Appointment only. We make an appointment. We come take a look at the house. It looked completely different. She said, well, there are a little bit too many walls, but I like the house. I can make it nice. I like it. Let's put an offer. I said, well, don't you want your husband to take a look at it? She said, yeah, we can wait for him. He was on a business trip. A week later, the previous seller, took the house off the market for personal reason. But we still made the appointment. The husband couldn't go in the master bedroom because the previous owner didn't feel well that day. And he said, I like the house too. We bought it. We put an offer. We bought it. The seller had some complications. They needed to stay a little bit longer. My client said, no problem, we're renting. We'll just let them be there however long that they need to. We don't want to put any pressure. And it was done. And they were very happy in this house. So the moral of the story is that real estate and the house that you buy and the place you choose to live in it needs to feel right. It's not just the look. The feeling is a very big part of it. And I think that the energy of this house now is just amazing what they did with it. So if you're in the market, or you know someone who is in the market for a beautiful house with an amazing energy and excellent schools, send them the listing. You'll do them a big favor.